Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I really wanted to talk about the new footage that Colin Trevorrow recently showed us on Twitter. But before I even get into that, I want to thank Sick Triceratops for letting me use that clip he made at the start of this video. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, you seriously should. It's definitely one of the greatest Jurassic Park channels on the entire website, and his videos always get a good laugh out of me. So yeah, link will of course be in the description down below, and I think you should all definitely see what other stuff he's made. It's seriously great. Now, as for the actual footage that Trevorrow posted, it looks like we are definitely going to be getting some baby dinosaur action in the next movie. The focal point of what we're looking at here is obviously an infant ceratopsian inside of this small cage. Now, most fans seem to be of the opinion that this dinosaur is either a Triceratops or, and this is the one that I actually think it is, a pseudoceratops. The reason the latter may actually be a thing is because, number one, if you look at the animal's snout, it's actually missing its nose horn, which baby trikes in the franchise are known to have. And then number two, a baby Pseudoceratops has actually already made a canon appearance in last year's short film Battle at Big Rock, which I think might actually have more crossover with this film than what we initially expected. If this is the baby from Big Rock, I think it's kind of interesting to see it thrown into a little cage and actually teased this far ahead of official production. Speaking of the production, the way the team is bringing this dinosaur to life is through what looks to be some sort of elaborate puppeteering effect. I'm not sure if this is what you would officially call an animatronic, because I'm unaware of whether or not any robotics are being used, but nevertheless, it looks great to say the least. The head movement on that guy in the little cage is really convincing. Since Jurassic World kind of had a pretty noticeable over-reliance on CGI, the series has gone in a much more practical effects-driven mindset, which I definitely think is a good thing. Fallen Kingdom had a ton of in-camera effects, Battle at Big Rock had the Allosaurus head, and it looks like the next film will have a ton of this stuff too. My only hope in all of this is that they don't forget to give us some more groundbreaking CGI shots, because this is Jurassic Park, and that's kind of the big thing that the series is known for as far as revolutionizing the industry goes. Now, there is some other stuff in the background, but I don't really think we can speculate on it too much just yet. For example, I've seen some people believe that the tail behind the baby dinosaur might belong to a Dilophosaurus or a Velociraptor, or that it might even end in a tail fan similar to some birds. Honestly, I can't really make it out enough to give my own opinion, so I think any one of those theories could be true. The thing that actually interests me the most from this footage is just the plot of the new film. Seeing the baby ceratopsian in a small cage kind of leads me to believe that at some point in time, someone is going to try and capture some of the dinosaurs and get them away from the public. Sam Neill talked about the threat being dinosaurs breeding on the mainland a few months back, which is definitely going to be interesting to see, even more so with Alan Grant himself chiming in on the subject. But I'm still kind of unaware of what the story for Jurassic World 3 might actually be. Who would try to round these animals up? The governments? Dinosaur bounty hunters? Local civilians who think they're a nuisance? It's hard for me to really say this early. But whatever the case may be, it's definitely cool that Colin still shares this stuff with us this openly. He's one of the only directors I know of that seems to genuinely care about the fan base that he's making movies for, and every time he ever presents himself for anything to do with the current project he's on, he's a pretty stand-up guy. So a big thank you yet again to him for letting us get this peek behind the curtain. Other than that, I'd love to hear what all of you guys have to say about this practical effect and everything else going on in the footage in the comments down below. Now before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it seriously means the world to me that you've all continued to support me the way you do, and I never want you to ever forget that. Now I'd like to thank all of you for watching today's video, and hope you all enjoyed the content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next one, guys, and as always, take it easy.